Welcome on back to Skippers. Today I have 3 must-add players for your fantasy baseball teams in week 15. Please subscribe, join the Discord. Let's get into these 3 players. First player is Colton Kaiser of the Orioles. He's an outfielder, 29% rostered so far this year in the minors. He hit .330, 10 home runs, 40 runs batted in, 7 stolen bases, and an OPS of .996. Colton Kaiser is the latest Orioles super prospect to be called up to the big leagues, and if he can replicate the production he gave us in AAA, he is a super priority add. The worst thing for Colton Kaiser could be a platoon spot for him, as he has over a 30% strikeout rate against left-handers this season. Kaiser went stupid in AAA this year while being 3.5 years younger than the average age. The 5th overall pick in the 2021 draft out of Sam Houston State has been an on-base machine at any level he has played at in his career, with a career .431 OBP in the minors. Kaiser's first game in the big leagues, he hit 7th. He went 1 for 3 with a single, drove in a run, and walked in their game against the Yankees. I will continue to bet on bats in the Orioles system that they used a lot of draft capital on and push through the system rather quickly, as they have been terrific at identifying and developing young bats. So if the Orioles think these guys are ready to perform, I think they are going to be ready to perform from a fantasy perspective as well. The second player is old Kenta Maeda of the Twins, 44% rostered. This season, he's 2-5, a 5.18 ERA, 35 strikeouts, a 1.27 whip, and 33 innings pitched. Post-injury, Kenta looks like the pitcher we know of old. Before Kenta Maeda went on the injured list with a biceps injury, he had given up 16 earned runs in 16 innings across 4 starts and had a whip of 1.63. But since his return, he has thrown 17 innings, struck out 21, giving up only 5 runs. His most recent start was against the Royals, who have been bad against right-handers, but he still went 7 innings. He had 9 strikeouts, only gave 1 earned run, and got 15 swings and misses, a lot of those coming on the split and the slider, 2 pitches that have always made Kenta Maeda very successful. You can look into his expected stats, but a lot of that has been blown up by the horrible start against the Yankees and the hard contact he was giving up pre-injury. I think he gave up 10 earned runs against the Yankees in a start. Some of the nice things that we can see from Kenta is his 87th percentile walk rate, really good. Strikeout rate, 62nd percentile, 67th percentile whiff rate, and chase rate in the 83rd percentile. His expected ERA sits at 3.75, and we should see his actual ERA run down here soon. He's not a sexy pickup, but he's someone who's been an innings eater and a fantasy asset for many years, and if I need some help on the mound, Kenta Maeda is going to be that guy. And finally, we go to Jack Suwinski of the Pirates. He's 40% rostered this season, a .235 average, 19 home runs, 46 driven in, 7 stolen bases, and an OPS of .887. Suwinski's power has returned in full force, and he is a must-add if you are playing in leagues that include OPS. His RotoWire write-up had this to say about his recent performances. The outfielder has homered in back-to-back games and 4 times over his last 9 contests, going 10 for 27 in that time. Suwinski has matched his career high with 19 home runs, doing so in 76 games this year, compared to 106 games in 2022 to get that same number. He's slugging .522 through 282 plate appearances, but he is still hitting just .235 due to his recent uptick in performance. If we look at the percentile rankings, Jack Suwinski looks like one of the best hitters in all of baseball. 87th percentile average exit velocity, 89th percentile hard hit percentage, expected weighted on base average in the 96th percentile, expected slugging in the 94th percentile, a barrel rate in the 98th percentile, a walk rate in the 98th percentile, chase rate in the 100th percentile, and then sprint speed in the 84th percentile to boot. He is the modern 3 true outcome player, and he hits home runs and walks at a great rate. The community really hasn't believed in Jack Suwinski, as his roster rate dropped below 30% recently, as managers were quick to drop him after his struggles. But he is a great fantasy asset, and when the power is there, he is one of the better fantasy players in the league that you can pick up off waivers. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of these must-add players for week 15. Subscribe, join the Discord, and I will see you guys next week.